Hello guys, welcome today again to another review of my trading system. So basically today I will show you the 3.0 version of my trading system, which is this. So there's 1.0, there's 2.0, and there's 3.0. So for this one, all you actually need basically is you don't trade it on currency base, you trade on stocks based on what you can see. You can trade it on Bitcoin, also you can trade it on cryptocurrencies, but I advise you stick to Nasdaq, Aussie 200, and probably gold if you choose to. But if you apply the rules I'm going to put you through now, you should be able to be constantly profitable with this trading system. So let's get into it. So basically this trading system is coupled, it's put together with a couple of set of indicators. So you can actually see. So I want you to understand one thing. Indicators, drawing lines, also what and results are all the same thing. All they do is tell price action. Price action is determining the next move of the market or previous prices of the market. So now this is basically what is going to happen here. So there's only one repeating indicator, which is the zigzag. So the zigzag is meant to help you clearly see what's going to happen. So for example, now let me look for an entry. Let's look for a clear entry. Looking at this level here, you can see the zigzag crossed. If you just take a look, you see it's white, that's why you can see clearly. If you take a very close look, you'll notice that the zigzag has crossed on this candle, on this Ekenashi candle. So now that's one confirmation we have gotten, right? So the next thing we should be looking towards to is begin to see red Ekenashi candles, that is bearish Ekenashi candles, to begin to form. So for example, now we've seen this bearish Ekenashi candle go, it's a good entry. So it's confirming the entry for us. So let's move into here. Yes, our stochastic has also crossed on this region. So now it's a safe entry. So looking back at things now, look at what happened. But there are also some basic factors that you have to consider also when taking a trade. So now, as you can, if you take a look, you'll notice another Fibonacci candle came out in black form. So most of the time, this Fibonacci candles, this form of Fibonacci candles, when they come out, they always show reversal of trend. So there, you should be careful to be able to identify them on reversal regions. For example, now retracement regions, they can come out in retracement regions, like we see somewhere around here. We see this happen around this region, and let me look for somewhere again. We see this also, it's a similar thing. It happened around this region after this day. So that is a confirmation. But the only changes you should be looking to also is the zigzag has to cross, it has to hit this region. For example, now if there hit a top of a particular candle, then you should be looking to see it go to the opposite side. So for that opposite side to be confirmed, then you look at, or you wait to see the bearish Akanashi candles begin to come up. So when you begin to see the bearish Akanashi candles begin to come up, then you look to your stochastic. Your stochastic red has to cross above the blue and start coming down. The periods have to cross. So now once the periods have crossed, this is a better confirmation that your market, that the trend is going to change, and you should be looking towards to make a profit. So it depends on you. You can use that different styles of trading you can apply to it. Maybe opening two trades per entry, three trades per entry, you put stop loss for one, you put trading stop one, you put TP for one. Depends on you. So now let's look at the second entry that happened here. So like we see here, this happened. The opposite of this happened here. So you see, the opposite of this happened here at this region. So if you take a look at it, so like look at what happened also after this happened. Before it could confirm the trend is going to continue going to the opposite side, it has to do the exact opposite to confirm a bearish trend, then the trend continue. But all those are not that much relevant if you just stick to the rules that I'm telling you. So now once you have already gotten your stochastic confirmed, your zigzag confirmed, and your bearish candle confirmed, it's a good entry you should consider. So not all your entries are going to be used, but having this in mind gives you a more sure chance of making more entries. So if you could take a look at this, the entry actually started from around here. This is where your zigzag crossed. The zigzag did cross on this candle, to be precise. So the zigzag crossed on this candle. Then looking at it, there was no confirmation yet. There was no confirmation. So now that's why you have to be patient, because there was no bearish, bullish Kinashi candle that come up. So now you're patient, you wait. So this is not that much of a valid, it has to have a big candle, big body candle. The Kinashi candle has to be of big body. Does not have to be of small body to confirm the trend. So for example now, then it happened here again. This popped up. This always shows a reversal in trend. So now as you see, when this popped up, then this came up. Now this is something that is looking interesting for us to look. You can consider this now as an entry, because look, it looks very spicy now, and our stochastic is about to cross. So now, then what happened next? Then if you take a look, you see this happened next. Look at your stochastic level, it has crossed. You write this trend, then you take a look. So now that we have identified a bearish and a bullish trend, try to find where to exit the market. So there are different points at which you can look to exit the market. So one of them can be seen as the region whereby the candles remain at the same point, the Akanashi candles remain at the same point. So sometimes you might close your trade early, but it is good if you always have this strategy of using 2 entries per trade. So once you close one, you won't be scared of, at least, because normally you're supposed to take one, but because of your trading strategy you are taking two now. So now the other one, you allow it to ride the trend, and if it comes back and hit your trailing stop will definitely be in profit. If so, you just recover small money added to the one that you have already closed out, and so you'll be in good money. So yeah, it will require you to be checking the markets like at least every hour or once every 2 hours, depending on the time frame you are trading it. I would advise you trade it on 1 hour time frame and 4 hour time frame, to be precise, so you can have enough time for yourself and you do not become a degenerate trader. So now looking at this place now, if you can see here, we got this place here, the candles, the close at almost the same region, their wicks are almost at the same region. So obviously I might be forced to close the entry around this place. I'll close the first entry around this region, and considering the fact that it has hit a major, or let's say a minor resistance level, which we are hoping to become a support, but it didn't become a support. It later turned out to be a resistance, and then it continued going back up. So it repaints the zigzag. It's not as accurate as you see. It will pop up around this region first. Let me see. So that is why you need every possible entry to be confirmed. Why the zigzag is there is to help you clearly see where the trend is going to. Help you clearly say confirmation is nothing, you can remove it with your choice, but I use it to clearly identify where the market is going to. So all I do is trend following. So now looking at this region also, looking at this place, let's see now. Okay, it closed here, right? So now we are looking to see. So I will actually take this trade, this bearish trade, which didn't last, but I'll be lucky enough to catch this other trend. I'll be lucky enough to catch the other trend, because if you take a look at it, it crossed. So we didn't actually cross around this candle. Yeah. So we are actually be able to ride this trend. or is it too